Good evening.
So, good evening to all of you. Today, we have gathered here for the special interactive and informative session for MAPC project practical and internship second year batch of July 2021. So, yeah, I welcome to all you students along with us from New Delhi School of Social Science, Professor Swati Patra, Professor Suhas, Professor Monica Mishra, and Professor Ashwini Kumar is also with us. So, on behalf of the Regional Center Mumbai, I welcome to all our faculty members from the School of Social Science. Also, I welcome to our Regional Director, IGNOU Regional Center Mumbai, Dr. E. Krishna Rao, sir. Along with that, I also welcome to our Assistant Regional Director, Dr. P. Nambuthiripa, sir, for this meeting. Now, I request to our Regional Director, Dr. E. Krishna Rao, sir, for the initial remark of this meeting.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Abhishek. Professor Suhas, Professor Swati Patra, Professor Monica Mishra, Professor Ashwin Kumar, my colleague Dr. Nambudripad, Regional Center staff, and my dear learners. Today, we all gather here to have the special interactive session and informative session on MA Psychology second year project, internship, and practical. This meeting exclusively organized for the re-registered students of July 2021. I am very happy to announce that for the July 2021 under Regional Center Mumbai, about 400 students have joined for the second year. And I also thank faculty of Discipline of Psychology, our IGNOU New Delhi, for accepting our invitation and joined this meeting to give the orientation to the students. This meeting main objective, because of we are receiving so many emails from the students about how to start their project, how to do their internship, whether it is through online or offline, when the practicals are going to be conducted, whether the practical will be online or offline, or how to submit the journal. These are all the issues students are asking the regional center through email. Even though regional center continuously conducting online sessions as well as the Facebook live sessions. Even yesterday also we have conducted the Facebook live session regarding the examination and all. Here, one thing I request all the students, this session is going to discuss only about the internship, practical, and project. No issue other than this will be discussed. If any student is having the assignment mark updation or study material not received, these issues you can participate in the online student grievance redressal drives, which we are organizing second and fourth Friday of every month. I hope all the MA psychology students are very much aware about this. And also, this time is very precious where you all have to concentrate on the particular issues. Along with you, resource persons from the Delhi are available. You have to ask related to the subject matter issues. And you have to utilize the opportunity Though we are organizing frequent meetings, but unnecessary questions which is not relevant will waste the time. Here, before I invite the faculty, I would like to inform you all very important things. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor has agreed and extended the submission of project synopsis date also up to 31st December 2021. Accordingly, we are continuing the online link, which has been already uploaded in our RC Mumbai website. In addition to that, you are all aware, assignment submission last date also extended up to 31st December 2021. Because of this is the second year batch RR students, where maybe you are having the first year backlog papers or the practical related, or maybe that one for the submission of it, the online examination form is also available. Last date for submitting the online examination form is a 15 December 2021 without any late fee. After crossing the date, you have to pay 1100 late fees plus each course के लिए 200. As you are all aware, for the June 2021 examination, that means you are all joined in the month of July 2019, 2020. You all have joined July 2020. Your first year examination supposed to be conducted in the June 2021. University has given the notification of the exempting theory papers for the students, those who have joined July 2020 session in the first year of the MA Psychology. You all are exempted from the theory examinations. However, you are not exempted from your assignments and the practical. Some of the students, those who have paid their examination fees for the June 2021 MPCL 007 के लिए, we have already successfully completed the practical Viva wise, 2 batches, about 450 students. Viva we have completed. Even last week we have completed the second batch. Here, one important information I would like to inform you all. Suppose any student missed that Viva and was unable to submit your online practical journal within the stipulated time. Now, you all have to again fill the examination form for this December 2021 examination of the MPCL 007. You have to fill the online examination form. Then, again, Regional Center is going to conduct the practical sessions in the month of February 2022 for the students, first year MPCL 007. At that time, if you have already attended, no need to attend, but you should pay the fees for the examination. The students, those who paid fees for this December 2021 examination, they will be given online journal submission link. Even though you have submitted for the June 2021 examination and failed to attend the Viva wise, again you have to resubmit your journal in the given link. Such type of the students only will be called for the Viva wise of your practical. Thus, I am very much clearly informing the students, because of we are receiving so many emails that I have already attended the practical sessions, but I missed submission of the journal. When I have to submit, when my Viva, your journal submission after the theory examinations of December 2021, which is scheduled from 20th January 2022 to 20 February 2022. That means you all have to wait. Those who have attended and missed the submission of the journal and those who absent for the Viva Voice, they all have to wait till the February. At the time, you have to again upload your journal as well as you have to attend the Viva Voice without filling the December 2021 examination form, even though you have completed your journal, even though you are having the 100% of attendance in the practical sessions, you are not allowed for submission of the journal and attending the Viva Voice. We are very clear about these things. I hope I made the clarity on this issue. Second issue about the project synopsis. We have started this project synopsis receiving through the Google link from the October month onwards as per the schedule. Due to COVID-19, our Honorable Vice Chancellor is directing the all the regional centers and the authorities to facilitate the students extension of the dates. Accordingly, the date has been extended up to 31st December 2021. So far, we have received 200 synopses. Students are asking, I have submitted in the month of the October, when my status will be disclosed. One thing I am telling my dear learners, your final project submission in the month of May 2022. You are not eligible to submit before the 31st December 2021 because of you all have joined for the July 2021 in the second year this 1 year activity, your project or your internship or your practical, it is the 1 year activity where some students are thinking immediately I will get the status of the synopsis, immediately I will submit the project. That is not going to happen. We are not going to declare the status till ending of the last date for submission of the synopsis. That means after the 31st December 2021 only, your project synopsis status will be uploaded in our RC Mumbai website. If you are having the confidence on your project synopsis, start working. No need to wait for the status approval, whether it is approved or not approved, and you start on the basis of your objectives or the hypothesis and whatever the your guide is giving the information and the guiding accordingly you can start. And I request you all have to wait till the 31st December 2021 to know your status. That is one thing. Another second one we are receiving. I am unable to find the guide. We are having so far approved and active, I am telling. We have deleted some inactive academic counselors also. We have uploaded total, today I have finalized that one, 37 approved academic counselors from the RC Mumbai who can guide you, your project, as well as the internship also. That list we have uploaded, their phone number, their email ID, and we have uploaded in the website. You can approach them. Suppose someone is demanding the money, we received the mails also. Such type of the faculty, we have sent the today serious email. You please bring to the notice of the regional center. IGNO is paying 250 rupees for each student to that particular academic counselor. Maybe it is the meager amount, but the academics having the its own value and its own ethics, morals. As a teacher, they should not ask any money. If anyone is asking you money, you please inform to the regional center. We will delete their name from our list and we will take the further action on such type of the faculty. That is the thing I am telling. Some students are managing themselves. They are unable to inform to the regional center, which I request all the students. This type of the thinking, this type of the means attitude is not good in the academics. That's why I request all the students, please bring to our notice. That is the one thing. Second one, It is very clearly given, the eligibility criteria is very clearly given in the project manual. If these 37 faculty, among that, if you are not getting anyone, you can find out. Mumbai is a bada city. It is a cosmopolitan city. We are having so many colleges, good number of universities which are offering the psychology. Here, the minimum eligibility criteria, it is very clearly given to guide your project. In our, that main is they should have the minimum master's degree in psychology, should qualify NET or the SLET or the SET in the psychology, and having minimum 5 years of teaching experience in the UG or 3 years experience in the PG. Such type of the faculty you identify, submit the biodata to the regional center, or copy to the regional center and to directly to the Dr. Swati Patra, who is the in charge of this project. Then project activity, get the approval. Some faculty may be interested to take the sessions, counseling sessions. Some faculty may be interested to only guide the students. Then you submit the biodata, get the approval. Get the approval and do it. No need to pay anything to anyone. This is the educational institution. You are having the different ways to complete your program. But the students, what they are doing, they are searching for the simple way, where someone for 2,000 or 3,000 they are giving and getting the signature and submitting. But please don't encourage anything happen. Please inform to us. You can find out your own guide by following this eligibility criteria, submit and get the approval. That is a very important one. And also, we have uploaded the approved academic counselors list across the country. Most probably, you can select under the Maharashtra guide only. If you are taking other than the Maharashtra, please send the mail to Professor Swati Patra and get the approval. Get the approval. I think maybe other state faculty may not be advised, but however, since you are doing through online conversation, maybe the school faculty will take the decision on the guide. These are all the important information where the student should have the awareness. Then only your journey related to your project, your practical or the internship will be comfortable, and you can complete your program successfully without any hindrance, without any problem. I hope I made the clarity on the whatever the issues students are facing now. I'm stopping here. I once again welcome the faculty from the discipline of the psychology and the students. I wish you all the best. Thank you, one and all. I request Professor Suhas to take the session on the internship. Thank you, Dr. Suhas.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. Krishna Rao, and thank you also to your team at Regional Center Mumbai for organizing this much needed orientation program on practicals and internship. Well, winters have arrived in Delhi, and in this cold weather, I extend, and on behalf of all my faculty, I extend a warm welcome to all the learners. And as you have already met, at the headquarters, basically the discipline of psychology, which falls under School of Social Sciences, we have 5 faculty members, myself. Then there is also Professor Swati Patra, there is Dr. Monica Mishra, and there is also Dr. Smita Gupta and Dr. Ashwini Kumar. So there are these 5 faculty members, and what we normally do is different programs and different courses are kind of divided amongst us. So, for example, as far as MA Psychology program is concerned, Professor Swati Patra and Dr. Smita Gupta, these are your program coordinators. Monica takes care of, BA, that is the old BA psychology program. At the same time, she's taking care of the new CBCS BA honors. Dr. Smita Gupta is also taking care of the BAG, that is BA General. I mainly, and myself, and of course, Dr. Monica Mishra, we take care of PhD program in psychology. Besides that, as far as your courses are concerned, because I feel the three important components of MS Psychology program are practicals, internship, and project. So, project is taken care by Dr. Professor Swati Patra. Internship is taken care by me, and largely practicum mainly is taken care by Dr. Monica Mishra, who will be talking about that in today's orientation as well. I always start my session with this, kind of a main point, that is, as students of distance education, it is very important that you realize that you are to greater extent responsible for the study that you carry out. Okay, we have given everything, most of the all the information that is there and available in the program guide. So once when you join this organization, or basically you join this program, please ensure that you read multiple times the program guide, because all the information is given in our program guide, also prospectus in fact. Okay, and in a similar manner, please also read the handbooks that we have given to you, because most of the information and the doubts will get clear when you read this handbook. So we have handbook of practicum, we have handbook of internship, and we have handbook of project as well. And from time to time, also refer to IGNOU website and your regional center website. This is extremely important, because over the years, I have realized that learners never read. Even, I mean, I'm going to talk about internship, but then even online internship guidelines, nobody is reading. You have to read, and you have to provide us with that relevant information that we have asked, which is not happening. I get emails as if, the internship report, whether it should be typed or handwritten, we have already given it in the handbook. So such emails, basically what they do is they are taking time from our, I'm not saying, any email that we receive from learner, it's a pleasure and everything, but then why to kind of invest in something that which is already available for you? So as learners of IGNOU, first of all, read all these, please read multiple times so that it is clear. If then you still have doubts, you should know whom to approach. Okay, if you ask me about material, how do I say? I am not taking care of that division. Okay, it is NPTD that is taking care of that division. But if you want to ask something related to internship, then it should be addressed to me and not say, any other person. So you need to know, and for that, please go to IGNOU website, understand the setup, understand what is the structure of university. Okay, all these things, certain things that you have to ask the regional center, you have to ask them. I will not be able to answer. And in which case, what happens is, I am sending you an email, I am sending a reply to you that please contact your regional center. So it is like you're communicating, keep on communicating, keep on communicating. You are also getting frustrated because you are not getting an answer. You feel, oh, I am being referred to someone else. But then you, from your side, need to know whom to get in touch with. And I think I also would suggest Dr. Monica and Dr. Ashwini that we should carry out a study, like how there is a bystanders effect. That if there are more the people, they are not going to help. When there is accident or something, a person needs help, the more the people, they're not going to help. In a similar manner, the more people you send an email to, nobody is going to answer. Okay, this is one thing that I have noticed. I think, we have to scientifically carry out a research on this. So please direct your email. As far as psychology is concerned, I can assure you, we never, it's not, most of the emails, maybe one or two might get missed out because of some other issue, but most of the time, we are very particular in answering all the emails. You will receive some response from us. Okay, but then please don't just shoot emails to a whole world. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, basically send an email to the concerned authority, and then you will get a proper reply from them. Okay, the more people that you just keep shooting the emails to, probably you're sending, I get also this thing that, ma'am, I sent a proposal, but I have not received a reply. The proposal was sent probably to some other email, which is not actually dealing with that. That person also might be confused why he or she is receiving that email. Okay, so these are the things. Now let me come to internship. First of all, internship, project, and practicum, these are compulsory components. And in your MA second year, you have to carry these out based on the specialization that you have taken. So if you have taken clinical psychology, then accordingly your internship and practicum and project will be carried out accordingly. If you have taken counseling psychology, similarly, you have to take care of that specialization, and same with industrial and organizational psychology. And internship is different from project. So whatever the norms are applicable for project are not applicable for internship. Not necessary. Or with practicum, for example, practicum is to be handwritten because you prepare a journal, a notebook. Internship can be both typed or handwritten, not a problem. You know, on the other hand, project needs to be typed. Okay, for project, you have to clear MPC 005 and 006. Why? Because these are related to statistics and research. Okay, which we introduced later when we felt that the students are not doing up, preparing their synopsis well, or they don't have an understanding about research and statistics. That's why we made it compulsory. That is not applicable to internship because internship is something different, right? So these three are separate courses. So if you ask me a question that, do I have to pass MPC 005 and 6 for internship? Now I wonder from where this thought has come into the learner's mind, and then I come to know that the learner has not read the handbook of internship. Nowhere in the handbook of internship have we written that you have to clear MPC 005 or 6. The only requirement for you to take up these courses is that you should be registered for MA second year. Now let us come back to the internship. So internship is, mainly, there are credits also, and it is of 8 credit. Okay, and in IGNOU credit, 1 credit is equal to 30 study hours. Just for you to have an idea. So if you are taking up a course of 4 credit, it can be a theory course also. So approximately that much time, 30 into 4. So 120 hours is the study hours required for you to carry out that particular course to study. So in a similar manner, for a internship course of 8 credit, 240 hours approximately is required for you to carry out that internship. Okay, so it includes your kind of when you start with the internship in a particular organization, okay, and then you kind of interact with the clients over there, you interact with the agency supervisor over there, and you do a lot of reference work, and you start writing your report. Everything is you finalize your report. Everything is included in that internship report. Okay, and first thing, the main thing that you start with is read the internship handbook, and we keep updating it from time to time. Okay, so what happens is sometimes probably you receive an old copy, but the latest copy is always available on IGNOU website. So even today, if you go to School of Social Sciences under MA Psychology, the latest handbook of internship is available. You can please read that properly. There are also frequently asked questions. Everything is given. Okay, so once you have registered for second year, and then also you want to take up internship, first thing that you have to do is, before you jump into internship, first thing you do is read your theoretical, or the theory part, the theory courses. So if it is clinical psychology, you should need to have some idea about your psychopathology, some idea about psychotherapy. See, you are the face of distance education. We know in India that distance education is still considered as secondary, right? We know a lot of issues are taking place, but then you are the face of of the university. And once you reflect, there have been instances, our students, many of our students are already doing well. Just a minute. Our students are actually doing well, and they are in different universities, they are going abroad. So the more sincere you are, the more that you also enhance your knowledge, the more that you kind of are update yourself. Probably, like for example, our material psychopathology is about DSM-4 TR. I think it is based on DSM-4 TR, but now we have DSM-5, and very soon we are going to revise our MA psychology. But then it is easy for you, given the vast information and authentic. Of course, you have to refer to authentic websites. You can refer to them, update your knowledge. And if there is any doubt also, you can always write to us. Probably we can ask some of the experts to take some sessions on Facebook, or, Dr. Krishna Rao is always very proactive. We could organize something like that. It's possible, but then update yourself, because when you go in kind of, whether it is job market, or when you go and when you come across as probably you don't know much, then definitely the agency will not be willing to take you as an intern. right? So please, before you jump into internship, please kind of go through your course material. This is very important. Now, as far as your internship procedure is concerned, the first thing is we have given a criteria, okay, in the internship handbook. You have to follow that because I'm talking about regular internship. Okay, so you have to follow, refer to the criteria given. That criteria also is given for a reason, because there could be a lot of predatory kind of organizations, or organizations that are not genuine. Okay, so please search, because the internship has been introduced. It would have been very easy to have a program without internship, no work for the faculty members, easy job. But then internship, project and practicum have been introduced because we don't want psychology students from distance education to lack anything, and you all don't lack. Okay, it's not that, when you compare yourself with other university, you're on par with them, but then it also depends on the how much you put in, the how much hard work that you put in, how much sincere you are. This is also very important, right? Because a lot of onus is on you. We are providing you with the material and opportunity. You have to grab it and do well. That is what is important, right? So please, go through the handbook. And first thing is that you select an agency. Probably some of you want to work with children, some of you want to work with women, some of you want to work with elderly, some of you want to work in hospitals, whatever, depending on what your interest is. That is the reason why we have kept it little open. Okay, and we have kept it for the students to choose. Okay, so once you select the agency based on the criteria that is given in the handbook, then you have to take approval of the academic counselor. Now, being in second year, you cannot say, I don't know my academic counselors are. You please be aware. Please become aware. Academic counselors, I get many times questions, who is my academic counselor? Or sometimes my name is put as academic counselor. Or I come across Dr. Monica is academic counselor. We are not academic counselors. We are the faculty members at the headquarters. Academic counselors are teachers at your study center who are approved by the discipline of psychology. We receive their biodata and then they are approved and then they become your academic counselors. Getting the point? So you should be aware about who your academic counselor is, and if you're carrying out regular internship, and mind you, there is no comparison between a regular internship and online internship. You want to have a career in psychology, please. I know we are going to difficult times, especially Mumbai is still struggling. Okay, and that is the reason why the university made a provision for online internship. We have done that since June 2019. Okay, June 2020. June 2020. I mean, as soon as there was a lockdown, the faculty members discussed about online internship and we put up the guidelines, and many learners have benefited. I don't know to what extent the learning, of course, there is no comparison because internship is hands-on practice or hands-on training. Okay, so as such, it cannot be compared. But then, given the pandemic and the situation, we have definitely want all our learners to be safe. Okay, so that is the reason why the university has allowed online internship. So once you going back to regular internship, once you select an agency based on the criteria, you're going to take an approval from your academic counselor, and once the approval is provided, then you can carry out the internship at the agency. Now, at the agency, there also needs to be an agency supervisor who needs to be a psychologist. Okay, not anyone, and except in case of industrial and organizational psychology, because in industry, not necessarily we always have industrial psychologists, right? So over there, you can do it under an HR manager as well. So that is it. Once you get an approval from academic counselor, you start with internship, and then the agency supervisor is going to give you, allot the cases to you, or probably ask you to observe, so that you have to do, and then the format and everything, the type of cases that you have to take. Because in case of HR, there are a lot of activities. There are no cases, no. There could be cases regarding, like, say, alcoholism or absenteeism and so on, but otherwise there could be practices and functions, human resource functions, that can be studied. Okay, so once your internship report is ready, then it can be typed, or it can be combination of both. For example, if you have taken a case history, you can just insert it instead of typing it out. You save time. So your own report about your observation, that can be typed. So it can be mixture of typed and this thing, what you can say, typed and handwritten, not an issue. So prepare a file in a proper manner, presentable manner. Have page numbers, have a table of content, present in a proper manner. Okay, page numbers, these are small things, but then they are very important. Have a, you can say, a title page where all your details are given, your internship, your enrollment number, your code, course code, all these things should be there on the title page. Okay, and then all the necessary certificates, and then neatly have a table of contents, and then you also please report each case in a proper manner, reflect what is learned by you. Okay, it should be reflected. So this is very important, because if you don't present, you might have done all the hard work in the world, but if you don't present it properly, no use. But on the other hand, I mean, of course you should not fake. Okay, because that is not ethical. Okay, there should be no faking, there should be no plagiarism. Okay, genuinely whatever hard work that you have done, you have to put it, but in a nice way, in an organized manner, right? So once the report is prepared, then of course it will be evaluated on the based on the criteria again that is given in the handbook. It will be evaluated by the agency supervisor and the academic counselor. Technically these marks should be received by you in confidentiality. Okay, and then that should be submitted at the regional center. You could coordinate that, but they can hand over the marks to you in a sealed envelope, and that can be submitted by you at the at the regional center. Okay, mind you, your Viva will be held only at your regional center. So no point in sending us the report. You know, today I must have answered at least 10 emails on my internship email, which were just reports. Okay, now if I happily sit and don't reply, they will say, oh, I have submitted the report. And then when they are not called for the Viva, what they would say, oh, I have submitted the report, I was not called for the Viva. University is doing like this, unfair, my career is hampered. But from my part, I say, why are you sending me the report? So 10 emails I had to write, out of 100, actually answered around 100, more than 100 emails, out of which around 10 emails were just reports. So I had to say, please, report is to be submitted on the link that is given on the website or your regional center website. Now I copy paste, because all the time I have to keep on typing, which can be time consuming. Right, so once then or your internship report is ready and your marks are also there, you upload it nicely, or you kind of submit as instructions very clearly. Regional Center Mumbai is doing a wonderful job, so you submit them, and then you wait for the Viva. Of course you have to pay the fees as well, right? So ensure that you have paid the fees and you have carried out all the procedure nicely given in the internship handbook, and then you will call for Viva. You answer the Viva well, prepare, be aware about what you have done, go through please keep a copy of internship report with you, very important. Anything, the IGNOU is a huge university, mammoth. Okay, I always say that it's a huge university. So there could be issues sometimes. Something suppose got lost, not fault of anyone. It can be human error, because there are so many learners. You see, only MS Psychology there are so many learners. Regional Center Mumbai is like handling so many different programs, right? So Dr. Krishna Rao and his team, they don't have to like deal with one person, one unhappy person. There could be multiple unhappy people also because of various reasons, and it could be difficult. So let us make our each other's job very easy. We are there for you, you also should be there for us. And if you follow the procedure most of the time, things could be easy, right? So please follow the procedure, pay all your fees, have your marks ready. Otherwise then they have to call you. There has to be, I think Dr. Krishnala will have to appoint us one person. Please call learners whose agency supervisor marks have not been received. So they will make a list, learners whose agency supervisor marks not received, learners whose academic counselor marks have not received, learners who have not given any certificate, learners who have not taken approval, learners who don't know who the academic counselors are. See, all these issues will crop up. So read program guide again and again, read handbook of internship. Okay, and despite of that, if there are any issues, we are always there for you, right? Now, as far as online internship is concerned, so I hope regular internship procedure is clear. Okay, now as far as your online internship is concerned, due to pandemic, we had to kind of take this decision. And we the faculty members, we were of course working from home. And then we had a meeting, and then we decided that okay, we will allow online internship. And then we took an approval from competent authority that for particular batch, I think that time it was July 2020 second year registered batch. Okay, we said we are going to allow that particular batch to carry out online internship. right? So we took an approval, and then we framed guidelines for online internship, and then the learners, each proposal that we gave a format and criteria and everything, and then each proposal that I received on internship@ignu.ac.in email, I send it to all the faculty members, Professor Swati Patra, Dr. Monica, Dr. Ashwini, Dr. Smita Gupta. They go through the proposal, they look at your structure, and then they reply to me that, okay, this is okay, or, this is the problem with the proposal. We discuss it in very short time. Sometimes, over the emails, there is a short discussion that we have. And then later on, we approve the proposal or we not approve it, or we say that, okay, this needs to be modified. Getting the point? Okay. Then subsequently, since the pandemic was not whatever subsiding, and we of course had a horrible time, whether it is, most parts of the country, including Delhi and Mumbai, we kept on extending it. But we just simply don't keep on extending it to all the batches. See, what we do is we keep on extending it 6 months. So right now, for your batch, you're not eligible for online internship. Okay, we will take stock of the situation only. You are eligible for regular internship, by the way, because you have registered for a MA second year. But as far as your online internship is concerned, your batch is not yet permitted. So please don't go ahead and do it. As far as possible, keeping in mind safety issues, that doesn't mean, there are a lot of vulnerable groups also. We wouldn't anyway want you all to fall in get sick, or any ways. We definitely want you all to be safe. Okay. And we will, if required, we will permit, because we have been doing so all these 2 years, whatever. We have been permitting online internship, right? So we will take a stock of situation in December, and we feel okay, it is we need to postpone. We will take approval from competent authority, and then we will also upload the revised guidelines, because we also, looking at the situation, we upload the revised guidelines on IGNU website. Okay, so this will be, you can expect that agar online internship permit kiya gaya hai aapko, then the guidelines will be uploaded somewhere in January. And then, of course, we can always approach Dr. Krishna Rao and have an orientation again for you on how to go about with online internship, because the procedure is little different, and I don't want to right now inform you about the procedure, because we could change the guidelines. Okay, we could make it easier, or we could make it in such a way that it helps you, right? So right now I'm not going to speak about that, but then for online internship, you have to take an approval from discipline of psychology, right? But as far as possible, without putting yourself in actually absolute danger, if it is possible for you to carry out regular internship, that definitely has no match. Okay, that has no match. But then you feel, no, I don't want to, I'm worried that the COVID situation is still grave and all that. Then of course we are, we will look at the situation, and not before December though. December we will have a faculty meeting, and we will take approval from competent authority, and then we are going to put up the guidelines somewhere around January. You can expect that the guidelines will be uploaded, where July 2021 second year registration will also be allowed to carry out the internship. Is it clear? Okay. So this is as far as your internship related aspect is concerned. I'm
Yes,
still
ma'am.
here to kind of take your questions, and my email address is also available on IGNU website. I am Suhash Shet Govekar is my full name, and under School of Social Sciences, all our email addresses are given. At the same time, you can also write to me on internship@ignu.ac.in, but after reading the handbook. Otherwise, I'm going to send you a handbook copy. Okay, I'm just going to say, dear learner, please check the handbook. I can always copy paste and keep it in my Microsoft Word document. Now, dear learner, please refer to the handbook of internship. Right. So this is extremely important, because many times, and also another thing, when you write any official email, first of all, no English, Hindi English, no. Meaning you write in English, but it is in whatever, kya, madam, MA, whatever, kya, something like whatever it is, KYA, that kind of, please no. Okay. We have to preserve our language. You can write to me in Hindi, Marathi, or even English. Marathi also will do. I will answer. Okay, whatever languages that I know I can answer in, but please, know English kind of a language. Okay, either pure Hindi, pure Marathi, pure English. Right? And please mention your enrollment number, regional center, study center. These details are very important for us to help, because sometimes I am not in position to help you out. Okay, like there is a complaint. Okay, someone in the one of the academic counselors or someone is charging money or something like that now, and this is to be forwarded. This is a serious issue. I have to forward it to certain people. I would probably forward it to Krishna Rao to look into the matter, as he already said, for which I will need your enrollment number and everything. Clear? So this is as far as your internship is concerned, and now I request my friend and colleague Dr. Monica Mishra to take over, and we are always there here to take your queries. Thank you so much.
Ma'am, we had a query on internship.
Yes.
Ma'am, on referring the handbook, we observed that the agency supervisor required for clinical psychology internship is either psychologist or clinical psychologist. So in the offline mode, should we be able to go to a general psychologist as well?
See, in offline mode, yes, we have not specified. Okay, it can be a psychologist, but preferably, see, where the learning will take place, no? Because as far as we have kept it open as far as regular internship is concerned. Online specifically, we said, because anyway, little less learning is taking place, so we thought a person who is RCI recognized clinical psychologist would be helpful. So that's why we have done that. Okay,
so
but
in offline mode, we need not require an RCI approved clinical psychologist.
Preferably, you can do it under a clinical psychologist for better learning experience.
And the person need not be RCI approved.
No,
if I'm not wrong.
as is given in the handbook, because even clinical psychologists could kind of go to and say NGO, where probably there are cases related to, abuse or so on. So over there also you're learning. Clinical psychologist again also, or for example, you're going to a hospital where you're dealing with chronically ill patients.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
What we would do is, I think we will take the question answer sessions later on.
Okay.
And Dr. Monica Mishra can.
Thank you so much for kindly answering.
Yes. Continue with the practicum, and then.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Professor Suhas.
Sir, one more
request.
question,
No, please be maintain the discipline. We said we will take the questions and answers in the last of the presentation. I request Dr. Monica Mishra, please take the session on the practicals. Please, Dr. Monica Mishra.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. At the outset, I'm really grateful. And in fact, the faculty is so happy that you try to streamline the queries, and the program is actually streamlined after you have come to Mumbai. Unfortunately, the pandemic is not subsided. I mean, of course, it has subsided as compared to the previous year. Otherwise, we would have met in a face-to-face mode. It would have been wonderful, So I will cover the important course that is practical. And practical is a mandatory course, right? It's a mandatory course. And yeah, before that, I'm really happy that many of you have kept your cameras on. So the more the better, because then you can feel, that we are all together. Yeah, so thanks a lot. So coming back to practical is a mandatory course in Masters in Psychology that IGNOU is offering. And as Dr. Rao has just mentioned, that there is no exemption in your practical courses. For example, if they're previous year students like July 20, there is some exemption, but it is not for the practical, not for the internship, not for the project. It is just on the theory courses, and that also the average will depend upon your assignments and the next year term and exam performance, right? Though we are conducting the exams, it is up to you whether you write it or not, but this exemption policy is there for only the theory part, not for the practical. So this is one thing clear, that MPCL 7, no exemption, and plus the 14, 24, and 34, no exemption, and this is as per your specialization group, right? So I take it there are students from MA1 and there are students from MA2 as well, right? So we have students from MA1 also here. No. So you're all of second year. Okay, great, great. So I take it many of you must have already cleared MPCL 7 for that matter, right? Many of you must have.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, also.
Yes, we
Uh,
have given exam.
Great, great, great. So all your term, your file and everything. So then in that case, you must have read the handbook. Now I take it for granted that you have read the handbook on practicum, right? There's a handbook on
Yes.
practicum, MPCL 7. And in a similar way, we have a handbook on practicum for 14, 24, and 34, just like we have it for internship and project, right? So the first thing is, like, for example, in MA1, we had the practical for 8 credits. In the second year, as per your specialization, we have it for 6 credits, right? We have the practical for 6 credits. Now, if you see the structure, we have this provision of, you doing the practical work in the laboratory setting. But what did you do? Did you do it in a lab?
No.
No, you could not do it in the lab, right? Because the study centers were not functional because of the pandemic. So the online, just like there was a standby arrangement for the internship course, there was a standby arrangement for the practical course also, right? Now, many of you, I'm just reading the chat that you people are writing, that please, please permit for the online things and so on and so forth. See, the first, what Suhas ma'am also just mentioned, the first priority should be your offline in a face-to-face mode. You are into psychology. The field work is important. Your interaction with the patients and the clients and, the lab setting and so on. That experience is of utmost importance. But nevertheless, because of the prevailing situation, if it is not okay to find an organization, for example, I'm giving you an example of internship. If you don't get a proper organization where, or because of the safety conditions and all, you can go for an online thing. Of course, abuse key permission, we are yet to have it because we have to take permission from the higher authorities as well. Similarly, for the practical, we had it in the lab. Now the labs are not functioning. This also we have to take a decision if you want, because few days back only I had a word with Dr. Rao and he said still the study centers are not functional in Bombay in many areas, though we have, I think, just 2 or 3 of them. So we need to take a stock of that if they are working, I mean, they are functional. So if they are functional, then of course the practicals will be conducted in the face-to-face mode. On each other we'll conduct. And you read the handbook on practicum, where it is mentioned like 5 to 6 practicals as per the specialization group, right? We have clinical psychology, we have we have counseling psychology, and we have IO psychology. So as per these 3 specialization groups, we have 3 theory courses, for example, in your clinical psychology and counseling and IO. So we have 3 theory, 1 practical, 1 internship, and 1 project. Clear? So if the conditions are not conducive for you to conduct it in a face-to-face mode, that is in the lab setting, then you need to follow the online practical guidelines. Now, since you have re-registered in July 2021, okay, July 2021, you have re-registered. That means technically you are in MS second year. So you are eligible to write the exam in June 2022, right? For all these courses, for the theory,
Yes,
practical, internship, and project. So just like what Suhas ma'am just said, ki when you are going to write, when you are going to appear in Viva in the, for example, in your June 2022, so we'll let you know in January. Okay? In January 2022, we will take a decision seeing the conditions, the prevailing conditions, because you have 6 months of time. You can start practical internship. You just, see, for internship also, if given a chance in face-to-face mode and, COVID appropriate behavior, you take into account of that, you can start offline internships, right? Online ke liye, you need to wait. What will be the decision? So similarly, for the practical also, we need to take some decision for the June 2022. Otherwise, we need to go, if the situation is okay, then we can go as per what has been mentioned in the handbook on practical, right? We have certain practicals, that is, we have certain tests, because we don't have experiments. I hope you know the difference between a test and experiment. So these are the basic things. That is why, see, even for that matter, if you have online, if I say, if I hypothesize that, okay, I mean, if I assume that, like, we'll go ahead with the online, but for online guidelines also, if you want to follow, for example, you did it in MA1, you had 6 activities, right? You had 6 activities. But I always, whosoever wrote to me, because I am a little bit, I'm, you know, few names are familiar to me. Armin Shroff, Shraddha. I think you all have written to me. So the names are somewhat familiar. And yeah, many of you, because we keep receiving the emails. So what I have always written to you, that please read the handbook. Despite, you know, going for the online practical activities, I always suggest my students that you should read the practicum handbook. We have given, like, the if you see MPCL 7, because that will be of use in second year also for your Viva point of view. For that matter, if you go, if you want to make a career in psychology that is beyond your masters, that will be also helpful. What is a test? What is an experiment? Variables, hypothesis. What is the APA style? How to report in a, how to make a report? How to make a file? What is the format? Right? So you need to read the handbooks first of all, irrespective whether you are going for an online thing or an offline thing, right? So for practical purpose also, for the practical course also, the first step would be, we'll go stepwise. First step is you read the handbook on practicum MPC 014/24 and /34. That is your first thing, right? Then you wait till your till January. I think it is better to wait. We'll take a stock of the condition. If this condition is conducive, we can go for face-to-face mode of practical conduction, that is in a lab setting in your study center. Otherwise, we can go for whatever the online activities are there. First of all, I want a feedback about your MPCL 7 activities. You all did, you appeared for your Viva.
Yes, ma'am.
Lavika Shetty has not.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
We
We have
Yes, ma'am.
very many of us have appeared. Yes.
You have
Yes,
appeared.
yes.
So what is your feedback on the activities as such? That is my hunch. I mean, that is what I want to ask. Like, they were boring? They were
Ma'am would
interesting?
prefer.
No.
They
No,
were
no,
good
no.
They
learning.
got very
Not
nice.
not
Ma'am,
they were
good
good
learning
learn.
experience.
Oh,
Good
too many
learning
people speak
experience.
at the same time.
Ma'am, Yeah. they were good learning experiences.
And now
Apart
we
from
all
the
are
interview,
very much used to for online courses also.
Okay. See, that is what, like, see, everything has pluses and minuses. So, see, our intention was the selecting 6 activities which can be related to your theory courses, right? Like, for example, I just heard, like, someone is saying the interview mein acha nahi tha, whatever. See, so interview was based on your lifespan development and plus something related to your thematic analysis that came from MPC 5, right? So it was a mix
Yes,
of
ma'am.
MPC 2 and MPC 5 research methods.
Yes.
Sandhya, can you just put off your mic?
Yeah, sure.
So our intention was to pick up the activities from the courses to make it so that, you know, that some kind of you could relate between the theory and what is going on in the field. What are the experiences you have? Because interviewing and all, you might be going for MPhil and PhDs and other programs and so on, where you will be doing field work, right? So this was just because, no, I'm just asking because on the similar grounds only we have made the second year practical activities also. Though, because this has been continuing for the 4 sessions, as Suhas ma'am just referred that we started this from the July 20 session onwards when the first wave came, and then only we migrated to the online thing. So now I feel that 3-4 batches have already gone, and I want to change some activities. So I just wanted a rough feedback from you all, because then we will not have some copy paste things. Na? Abhi to you can क्या लिखा तुमने, क्या है, how you have written, and so on and so forth. So that goes. So yeah.
Ma'am Shraddha here. I just had a little feedback about the 007 practicum that we did. Though it was very good, I really enjoyed doing all the activities, but I feel like we missed out on Bhatia battery or the span of attention test.
Yeah.
These things now we can only do in lab setting.
Yes. Yes.
I already did my internship offline in a psychiatric hospital.
Correct.
So some of the things I could do, like Vineland social maturity or Beck depression.
Correct.
But,
yeah, that is the learning experience. Because the idea behind internship is also hands-on experience.
Yes.
Online mein what you will do, you will learn through PPTs. Yeah. What do you will learn through PPTs?
Correct.
No patients, no clients, no nothing. Not what? All theoretical. What is this then?
Correct, ma'am.
So when you go in the field, when you your employer will ask, what did you learn in the field? You don't know, because everything is in air. In the cyber world, you have learned everything. What is the authenticity, or forget about that? What is your own experience? What is your learning? What are your takeaways? Until unless you go to the field and work with the people, you will not be able to do anything. Right. So what you just missed the part, like that was the fun part in that sense, ki SPM or the Bhatia battery and all, these experiments are based, because they are based on certain theories, and theories have come out of experimentation only. Just remember that. Online things are a standby arrangement. This is just a standby arrangement, because see, psychology, because one of our students is saying ki, because he's well versed with the online. See, I don't mind online. This what we are right now experiencing is with the help of online mode only. We are thankful for technology for this. Otherwise, even this would have not happened. So we are not able to go to Bombay. We can interact each other through this mode. Right. So this is a standby. Otherwise, our first option would have been flying to Bombay. Right. So, but nevertheless, we want a smooth sail for our students. So this is one way of interacting. And yes, the end result is fine. So the point is that practical, maybe the face-to-face mode is the first option, but we will check the things, and if not, then again we'll go with the online. And this is my suggestion, that please visit ignou.ac.in and your regional center websites on regular intervals, because if we upload the new guidelines or if we make any changes, we will upload it on the university website, though of course it will be communicated to all the regional centers. Right? It will be communicated to all the regional centers, and so it will be communicated to you also. But till then, like, you can keep on visiting the website if we come up with this decision probably in January. Till then, you can read the handbooks. Especially what Suhas ma'am said, as for internship, the theory courses are important. So is for the practical and your project. Your theory part is very important. You should be well versed with the theory part. So for that, counseling sessions, I am very sure that the regional center must be conducting the counseling sessions. If not, then you please get in touch with sir and your study center, like what is the schedule and so on. And you can write to us also for if you have any sort of problem, or in some part, if you're stuck somewhere, you can always ask us. Remember that June May you will be eligible, so the fees for practical internship project is different for all these courses. So don't forget to fill up the forms. And in the online practical guidelines, if they are there, or for example, the offline, we have given the evaluation methodology also. Read the evaluation methodology because there are two parts to it, the internal assessment and the external assessment when we talk about the practical. The similar thing, you did it in MPCL 7 also, the same will be carry forwarded for the second year also, right? So you have Viva, all your, the practical course, the internship and the project, they all will be having Viva. So this will be, of course, because in an online mode, the regional center is coordinating. Otherwise, if it is in face-to-face mode, your Viva for the practical will be conducted at your study center, right? It will be conducted at the study center. So there will be, whatever practicals, if you do, say, for example, there are 6 tests in your clinical psychology. So you will have to select any one of them. You have to conduct it on the exam day, right? And you have to carry, you have to bring along a participant also along with you, and that he or she will be interchanged. क्योंकि आप उनको पढ़ा के नहीं ला सकते हैं, so it will be interchanged, right? So and this is the same methodology that we follow in the conventional system. We all did this. And there is no difference between the conventional or the distance. ये आप अपने दिमाग से हटा ही दीजिए कि there is any difference or any sort. Your program is far more superior to what is being offered in the conventional mode, right? The only thing is that you have to read, you have to, walk a little extra bit. So for this exam wale, then you need to conduct the practical, जो भी आपके पास आता है, as per the lottery system, and then you need to report it in the exam paper that will be evaluated, followed by a Viva. So this is what we do. Abhi aapne online mein kya kiya? Online was a shortcut. Aapne online activities kari, you made a file, converted into PDF, submitted it online, and simple questions were asked. Very simple ones. I'm sure very simple ones must have been asked by your external examiner. It's an online, because offline there are many aspects, like they can ask you many theory things. Of course, here also the examiner can ask you a number of things. But when you are in a face-to-face mode and when you are in online, there are many constraints. So you are also well prepared when you are in a face-to-face mode. Right. So this is just the basic difference between online. If you go for the online practical, you will be going with the guidelines, whatever we uploaded in the month of January 2022, and your exams will be conducted in somewhere in June 2022. If at all, we all hope so that the study centers open and everything normalizes. So we'll have face-to-face tests, and where you will be making a file, submitting it for evaluation. Just read the evaluation methodology properly. It is 50-50, 50 internal, 50 external. That is your Viva VOCI. And prepare thoroughly so that you are able to answer. Any queries, I have written all our, the faculty members' email ID in the chat box. You can just refer to them. And you can, I'm really grateful to Sir, actually, Dr. Krishna Rao, who has really helped. And we are also little relieved also that our students are in safe hands, and he's there because twice a month he's holding, these interactive sessions for you. And that is why he's very categorical that don't ask about the assignment marks and the routine. And I'm seeing in the chat box that such questions are being asked. So at the outset only, he just said ki routine wale questions mat pucho, because they are the days fixed for that. Here you can ask related to the content, whatever confuses you or you have any doubts, and so on and so forth. Related to practical, this is what I have for you. I think most of the points I have covered. If in the meantime, if you have any queries, we can take up at the end of the session. Okay? I think now I'll just hand it over to Professor Swati Patra. She will discuss few important parts about the project course, right?
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Monica Mishra,
Thank you, sir.
for your detailed presentation on the practical. Now I request Professor Swati Patra to take the session on project. Dr. Swati Patra, please.
Has she joined, Professor Swati Patra? Because she has messaged that there is some internet issue at her end.
Oh, I think she has
Yes,
not
sir.
joined.
Yes. Hmm. In which case, sir, we can take queries and then, if required.
Okay.
I will just call her and find out, sir.
Yeah.
I'll call her up.
Yes, please.
Until then, you can ask your queries, be it internship or practical. You just ask.
Monica
So,
ma'am, yeah, I wanted to ask, can we do our internship after giving our July 22 exam, so that we are through by reading all our subjects, and maybe we could do a little more better in internship?
You can do it, but then your the duration will extend.
Yeah, true.
That's not a problem. See,
Okay.
we give you 4 years time period.
Yes, ma'am.
We are giving you 4 years. So there are few
Yes,
students who would like to complete it in 2 years. Otherwise, you can carry forward. That's not an issue.
Yes, ma'am.
But-
Ma'am, and another thing is, like, for the internship in Bombay, many places I try to approach, but they are still seeing the safety, of the clients they have. And secondly, the places where they're allowing, they're asking a lot of money, like 240 hours, they're asking for 24,000 and 30,000, which is not we are able to afford it.
With
So
24,000
it's
and
little
all,
difficult.
they are not even asking in Delhi.
Yes,
Because of
ma'am.
course, see, everywhere internship is paid. Even in All India Institute and RML Hospital and all these, even the government institutes, they are taking a nominal amount from the students.
Yes,
from the
ma'am.
interns. They have, for example, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000. Of course, it is not. So all the private hospitals here in Delhi also, they are charging. See, even if I compare it with the other professional programs like MBA and all, it is at times it is paid, and at times the company gives you stipend, right?
Yes,
But
ma'am.
most of the times it is paid, and so it is like here also. But you need to inform choice in that sense. Decision making should be is crucial here, because 24,000, I mean, this is not something to go for, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Please
True.
explore other options also, and you can wait for some more time if we can, like, seeing the conditions, because see, gradually things are opening, but of course Bombay may precautions one has to, because there are a lot many migrants coming in and out, going out and coming in,
Yes, ma'am.
and lots of overseas travelers are there, so naturally the infection rate and everything would
Yeah, even if they have started their internship, even if the organization is started, their employees are working online itself. So it's been a struggle to search for a place. Actually, I've been like to 10, 20 places. Most of them were asking a lot of money, and second is that they are not taking in. So that's a very big difficulty. Because we were free, like from July, we could have just, applied for an internship and done it till now. So it's already December. So,
yeah.
ma'am, thank you.
I wanted to
So,
ask.
ma'am, I have a similar question.
No, we
So
will,
basically,
please, students, please wait. I think Dr. Suhas will tell whether the Swati Patra is joining or not.
No, sir. I just messaged you, Dr. Swati Patra.
Yeah, okay, no problem. No problem. Before we take the queries, just let me say a few important things related to the project. You all have joined for this July 2021 session. Now the project synopsis submission is going on. The last date is 31st December 2021. You all have to go through the project manual, where they have given very clearly how to prepare. The specimen copy of the synopsis also is given. How to frame your objectives, hypotheses, techniques and tools, and what are the methods you can adopt. That is given very clearly. You please go through the project manual. And also, first important thing is you have to finalize your project guide. as I told in the beginning, there are 37 approved academic counselors. The list has been uploaded in our RC Mumbai website, rcmumbai.igno.ac.in. In the RC Mumbai website, we have created e-Shiksha tab that is in the home page, where it is a single window. Once you click that e-Shiksha tab, you will get the icon of approved academic counselors or the approved guides. MA Psychology के लिए separate tab we have created, and in the MA Psychology also you can see the two lists. One is RC Mumbai list, another one is headquarters list. Where RC Mumbai list में 37 academic counselors are the guides. Their list is there. Even in the headquarters list में under the RC Mumbai, there are 5 to 6 faculty are available that you can approach them. Get their consent first. Suppose if you are unable to find out the guide from the list, as I told very clearly, the eligibility criteria, whomever is fulfilling the eligibility criteria, any assistant professor in a psychology discipline, you can submit their biodata to the regional center, or otherwise you send to the Dr. Swati Patra for getting of the approval. Once you get the approval of the academic counselor or the guide, then you start working on your project proposal. You should have the very much coordination between your academic counselor or guide. Someone is also still typing who is academic counselor. After taking the more than the 1.5 hour session, someone is asking who is academic counselor. Dr. Suhas has very clearly told, whomever is taking your sessions, whomever is available academic means your study center. That's what I told. 37 approved academic counselors list has been uploaded. For you people, I'm telling Dr. Anita Kumar has taken the session. Dr. Madhura has taken the session. Like this, these are all your academic counselors. You have to go through the list. Then with the coordination and the guidance of your academic counselors, you have to prepare your project synopsis. The format is given very clearly. Objective introduction, objectives, hypothesis, methodology, techniques and tools. And here also some of the students are asking how many pages we can prepare the project synopsis. That is depend upon your topic. That is depend upon the resources which you want to provide in your synopsis. Your guide will guide you how to prepare the synopsis also as per the format, and they have given even references also how to prepare, whether it is a APA style or other style. They have given every component is having the marks. On the basis of all the components, the approval will be given. Once you prepare and submit your synopsis on or before 31st December 2021 in the given online link, it will be sent to the external examiners and they will evaluate your synopsis, whether it is approved or not approved, and also it needs some modifications. With the comments, we are going to send the students to mail as well as upload in our RC Mumbai website. Here, very importantly, the project synopsis, while you are preparing, you have to follow the guidelines, whatever is given in the project manual. If you are not following that one, that project synopsis will be not approved. That atmosphere you have to give. Now, after submitting the 31st,
Yeah, sir, I have a query. Sir, as you said in the beginning.
Please wait. Let me complete. After 31st December 2021, maybe in the first week or the second week of the January 2022, we will upload the status of the synopsis. You all have to submit your final project in the month of May 2022. I'm telling you very clearly, in the month of May 2022, at the time, university will decide whether it should be through online or the directly hard copy at the regional center. I hope our university will continue this online submission of your project final report also. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor is very much for this online activities. Accordingly, we will make it. That is the very important one. Accordingly, you have to submit. Once you submit your final project in the month of May 2022, after submitting, you have to fill online examination form also. That is in the month of the April. This project, practical and internship also should be included in your examination form, and you have to pay the fees. Then only you will be called for the Viva Voice after completion of your theory examinations in the June 2022. Maybe in the month of the July, we will conduct your project Viva Voice, as well as your internship Viva Voice, as well as your practical examination or the Viva Voice in the month of the July 2022. That all you have to remember. Your internship report should be submitted in the month of the May 2022, as well as your final project report should be submitted in the month of the May 2022, whereas your second year practicals, whether it is a clinical or the industrial or counseling, it will be conducted after June 2022 term and examination ke baad. Suppose if it is through online, suppose if it is offline, before your term and examinations, we will conduct it. After your term and examination, we will conduct the examination for your practicals. That means you all should have the patience till June 2022. Then only you are going to complete your program. Someone may be thinking, now I submitted the project synopsis in the month of the October. Give my synopsis status, then I will submit before the 31st December 2021. You are not eligible to submit. Your project submission is in the month of May 2022. It is a 1-year activity. You have to undergo rigorously. You have to work on the project. We have seen some of the projects are not up to the mark, such that the students are asked to redo. Even submission of the synopsis, 31st December we told. After that, one more chance we will give. Suppose redo karne ke liye, some of the students, even 4 times, 5 times also, their synopsis is not approved because of simply they are submitting. Very seriously ignore, never compromise with the quality. That's why I request all the students, prepare and follow the guidelines given in the project manual. Accordingly, you can prepare your synopsis, submit by the 31st December 2021, and submit your final report by May 2022. That is the information I would like to share. I once again thank Professor Suhas,
Can you repeat the dates again?
Professor Monica Mishra. No, we will. What do you want?
Sir, can you repeat all the important dates again, May and June, you mentioned just now?
That's what I told. Now your project synopsis submission last date is 31st December 2021.
Yes.
Your final project submission date is 30 May 2022.
Okay.
Your internship report submission last date is 30 May 2022, and your practicals sessions will be conducted if it is through online after June 2022. If it is offline, it will be conducted before June 2022, and your examination of the practicals will be conducted after your theory examinations, that is in the month of July 2022.
All right.
I
Thank
hope
you.
I have given the clarity on everything.
Sir, assignment
excuse-
submission for our batch is in March, no?
Your assignment submission is in the March, 30 March 2021. That's what I requested all the students. Please concentrate on this one. Anyhow, you are all second year. Your assignment submission in the March 2022. Your study material also will be received very shortly, if anyone not received. For that, we will discuss later. Now, I thank Professor Suhas, Professor Monica Mishra, Professor Ashwin, and even Professor Swati Patra also for spending their valuable time and having the interaction with the students, as well as I really appreciate all the MA Psychology students. Yesterday only we have sent the mail for this interactive session. About 167 students have attended. I am very thankful to you all. This presentation is closed now. The floor is open for the question and answers. Any student, I am telling, the time is very precious. No, I will take. I am telling the time is very precious.